I cleaned it a little bit, but not clean enough. Damn, I got a lot to do. Hello, Logic Kid here, and welcome to the video about the Invisible Maze game. Today I'm going to talk about what this thing is and what it has done for me, the pros, the cons, the outline of the build, and a little more. So, hopefully you enjoy it, and let's get started. So what this Invisible Maze game has done for me is that it has shown me how to fix or in long term improve the gameplay or imperfections. So the pros of this is the application of this build is that this game can be played with mates and family. Sure, it may be boring, but the ball is in your court. Make your own games stemming off of this build. I will also be making a game branching off this game. So when I say that, there's a 5x5 screen or display. You can use that as reference for your bigger 2D game or 3D game if you want to make it 3D, which might be a lot harder, but you can do whatever you want. So you can use this as reference, and you can take every single point from it and potentially use these inputs and outputs here to put into a processor. Not that, but you still get it processed and place it into a display and make it into a game. So yeah, hopefully you are talented enough to do that. Otherwise, I will do it by myself. I guess you can color it. It's actually pretty easy to do. So there's the start, there's the finish. So I need to go from here to here and not, get lost. Alright, so I've got the maze here. It's like a cheat sheet. I'm not going to look at it, even though I've been looking at it for a long time. So now that I made the maze game, I'll put all the walls in. Now I'm going to try and play it. So I can't go up, good. I can't go right. I can't go further up, good. I can't go right, so I have to go here. Obviously, you can expand it a lot. You can even add like different things to it, like challenges, I guess, for each spot. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool for a board game. So now, hopefully, you can see the whole idea of this thing, and hopefully, you can see what I'm capable of in this game. Obviously, this is just a tiny thing, but look at all of this wiring, man. Like, literally, I had to go through like I don't know a few hours of my life, like I would say 10 hours of my life doing this shit to see what fucking connection I didn't connect right. That was for the drawing and saving system, which I'll review later on, But yeah, this is a similar thing. Yeah, it's just a lot of connections, and a lot of memory bits, and a lot of processing, a lot of processing. The cons: it is obviously very ugly, and the user is unable to identify where the walls are when editing and can get stuck. So for editing and placing walls, there is a switch like next to the directional buttons, which when you turn it on, you can use that with the directional buttons to make walls where you want them to be. So let's say you are in the middle of the map in the 3,3, and you want to place a wall down. You place the wall behind you. You press the button or switch, and then you click the down arrow, and then it just places it in. If you click it again, it will delete the wool, so you can go through it. And when doing that, you can't actually see the wool, that is why I said yeah, you just can't see it, and that's a con. All right. And obviously, when I expand it, I'll make sure you are able to identify where the wool is somehow in another game that I may make, stemming off of this concept. Alright? So, yeah. As you can see, as like I played before, yeah, you just can't see where the walls are. Well, obviously it's an invisible maze game, but if you are in 3D, then maybe you'll be able to have flashing walls and you'll be able to see it. Well, 2D, I mean. You're able to like enable flashing walls when you're editing, so you can actually see where the walls are. So yeah, when I'm pointing over here, hopefully I can add a display to it, add something into it. But yeah. Okay, so the outline of the build, the first part. The 5x5 singular movement display is built with a component that outputs the direction from the input. Yep. So this input, which is up, down, left, and right, goes into here and processes it into left and right action movement. So this can go left and right. And this one is up or down, up and down, right? So then that is placed into the display to graph it. And the way it's doing that is, let's say I have coordinates. Let's say I know about coordinates, so I can use, I'm just going to use color. So let's say I want to get, so let's say there's a 5x5, hold on. There's a 5x5 box here, and I want to get 3,4. That is right there. Right there is 3,4. Right? Because 3 on the x-axis is here, and 4 is here. So it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Right. So now, using these outputs, which are just singular outputs, like I said, which is the name, the 5x5 singular movement display. Yeah, it uses these two outputs, up, down, left, and right, to get one singular output, which I'll show you now. So I turn on the machine, and you see there are two outputs, which goes into the display, and you get this output on the bottom left. Let's say I want to go up. Obviously, it moves up. And this, yep, is the up and down. And, yeah, it's pretty simple, right? So let me try and replicate that movement over here. So all it is that I only went up. So all I had to do was all this machine had to do is, for me, when I pressed the input up, this just went up like that, and the output was there. That's it. That's it. It's simple as that. So yeah. Right. And it just does the same thing for going right, left. So this is right. Obviously that will move over there, and going left would go over here. And vice versa. So yeah. It's pretty obvious, right? Hopefully. So, the next area, the second part is the saving system, which saves the inputted collision wanted for gameplay. So what that is these, I don't know how many memory bits, but there's like, that's 20, 40, 60, 80, so it's 80 memory bits. So yeah, these are memory bits, and all these are doing is just saving an input, and which is on and off. It's like a switch, but it stays on and off, on or off. Which then it goes to a NAND gate to be turned off, and then this, let's say I want to make a wall on the left. You see this light lit up, meaning that this is the left wall collision saving area. And all that is doing is saving an output, and this will turn off, meaning that this is then going to stop any input going into this module, I guess, and stop it from going left. Same goes for right, same goes for up and down. Alright? Hopefully you got that all in your heads. So now if I turn it off, I shouldn't be able to go left, which is true. And as soon as I turn it on, I'll turn it off, and then I'll be able to go right or left. Now, the downside of this is that, well, I make a wall going to the left. I can't go to the left at all. I'm trying to press it a million times. Not gonna happen. I go down, and then I'll be able to go right, which I went right through the wall. Yeah, you just have to place another wall there, like this, which can be troubling if you want to get through the maze without getting stuck. So yeah, that's another downside to it. So yeah, that's literally all this is. It's just like a big feedback loop. So yeah, it goes and then back into the module and goes into the display. Simple as that. So yeah, the third part is the display. Like I said with the expanding, I'm just gonna say a few words about it. So this small outline of a potential game could be expanded into a more graphical display for easier understanding of the game. So yeah, the ranking. So yeah, what I'm gonna do for this is that I'm gonna rank this. Hit it. There we go. 20th, because it is great for what it does, and it has quick response time with little button mashing problems. So yes, when I say no problem with button mashing, yeah, like this thing is like the processing of this is really good, where it doesn't like fuck up when I probably hear the inputs, hear the keyboard. Oh shit. Shit. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't need to do anymore. I'm gonna hat my arm. Hopefully you've learnt a little bit more about logic gates and persistence with it. Yeah, and do a little bit of drawing first, and then look at everything you can do with this logic, and everything's gonna be a lot easier in your life. Trust me, when you write things down on paper, it is so much easier. So there's a few tips for your life, for anything really. So yeah. Yeah, so it's 20th, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Hopefully my recording software didn't F up. So yeah. Alright, I know this looks stupid and all, but I just want to show you this. Like, I've literally been on a rush. I had to put this over the top of it. But yeah, I'm just going to show you this. So this is the invisible maze, another type of invisible maze that I made. But this is all a part of the 5x5 drawing and saving system thing. But this is not used in the invisible maze. The invisible maze is, or something's projected over here that, that, you know, makes walls, and like I have to guess it still, but I didn't make it. So yeah, this is an invisible maze. So I have to get from either there or there. Okay. It's actually new to me because I haven't played it before, of course. That was quite easy. Okay, I went to the different points. I'm gonna go to the other one. That was quite easy. Anyway, still a good point. Okay, it has been Logic Kid, and hopefully you have a good rest of your day. If you want to, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Yeah, that'd be really great. So yeah, see ya.